Am I the asshole for telling my brother-in-law and his wife that I don't want to follow their birth plan? So I, 34 female, I'm a surrogate for my brother-in-law Simon, 39 male, and his wife Michelle, 38 female. Simon and Michelle have been struggling with infertility for years. They've tried IVF and even surrogacy before, but the person changed their mind at the last second. They have outwardly shown their jealousy of my husband James and I for having children. They came to me last year and begged me to be their surrogate. I've had doubts, as did my husband, but I felt bad for them and decided to go through with it. James supported my decision and has acted as he did with my previous pregnancies, sweet and caring. Simon and Michelle, on the other hand, are very controlling. They made meal plans for me, and I'm taking all these supplements as well as attending multiple classes. When I told them I knew what to do during pregnancy, they didn't listen to me and said that just because I've been pregnant 4 times doesn't mean I'm an expert. I gave up trying to dissuade them because I knew nothing would work. We started going over birth plans earlier this week, and it caused a huge argument. They wanted me to do an unmedicated water birth, and I flat out refused. For my second pregnancy, I didn't have enough time for pain relief, and the pain was horrific. I have quite a high tolerance for pain, but this experience was awful, and I never wanted to do it again. Kudos to anyone who has unmedicated births. As for a water birth, I don't like the idea of being submerged in water full of blood, other fluids, and possibly poop. They weren't happy about this. They said that it was their baby and they should decide how they were born. I restored it and said, this is my body and I should decide how I want to push out a human that I'm so generously carrying for them. A lot of shouting happened. I got overwhelmed quickly, started crying. Michelle rolled her eyes and told me to grow up. James told her to shut up, which started Simon off, and that was just a big mess. James and I left the house. I was crying the whole way home and regretted ever being their surrogate. It took James and I over a few days to calm down, and during those days we didn't have any contact with Simon and Michelle. Simon and Michelle called James's parents and complained to them about what happened, so they called us. We explained our side and they were shocked at what happened and said that they were fully on our side and that they would talk to Simon and Michelle. I'm due in 2 weeks and I'm so nervous. A part of me doesn't want them to be there, but I know they have to be, seeing as it is their child. James disagrees and he said he'll have them kicked out if they do anything to upset me or stress me out. Even my oldest agrees with him, even though he won't be in the room. I sort of feel like an asshole, but I don't know. It's a hard time right now.